Hey, listen, let me explain something to you. listen. GAbY, GAbY, listen. Is your husband and your dad. I'm the only one that really knows the difference. I don't say certain things, but people are wondering in a form of reflection what's really going on. So be careful. That's one thing. I'm making this video to warn you again. GAbY, in my social economics is different. There's things I didn't tell people for certain things at time because they had to learn for themselves. You see, GAbY, let me explain something to you that's so real. You can't play around with people, GAbY. Your empress, my wife, you, GAbY, you gotta think about this. Listen, man. Let me explain something to you first and foremost about certain people in my social economics, like India. If India do something wrong, India gotta go back home. Anything concerning India, soon as she do something wrong, she goes right back home. That's one. Nothing of India has any type of concern or what's going. Anything they want here, they get shipped. Anything else, far as India, something going on with India, they go right back to the crib. As soon as they do something wrong, right back to their crib. I'm gonna tell you something else. All right. Well, you see, me, I like light-skinned girls. Like they say, do you like Haitian girls? I say, yeah. I only like certain Haitian girls. I like Haitian girls that's black, dark skin, or African girls, or like, I'm not gonna the type of dark skin I'm speaking about is like real dark, like Trinidadian black girls. I love Trinidadian black girls. I love coolie girls from Trinity, but I love Trinidadian black girls, like black. But I'm gonna be real. There's something, once you see certain people, like say like certain girls move from Trinidad, or they come from Trinidad and then they start speaking about certain, let me explain, it's everything I'm about to tell you is gonna make sense. Say certain girls come from Trinidad, they start saying they're gonna bring people here and all type of other thing. No. It's just like Haitian girls. Once a Haitian girl comes here talking about bringing people, no. A person says, why you said that about Haiti? Haiti's a wonderful place. I'm about to explain even more. It's going to make perfect sense to everything I'm saying. Now, let me explain this to you, GAbY. Take this very seriously. When you see the West Indian men that come from like, say for instance, a West Indian man that comes from like, Jamaica or something. That's right away, if they have a rugged face, if they have real rugged features, that means their existence of their social economic habitation is more different. They're looking for things. That means if you see a rugged West Indian man come on this side, he's looking for certain things. Because you gotta remember, their social habitation intake is every day. Down to the seasoning, every day is down to the seasoning and everything for them, every day. So their conduct is a certain type of way every day. So they'll be looking for certain things. Most likely, sometimes you might have a real decent upright one that comes through, and the rugged features, but they also beyond handsome or real rugged features. Them individuals, some of them, like in the West Indies, like outdoor West Indies, they have more rugged features. They're somewhat handsome, fair men, but they're also like, I want to say barbaric men, you know what I'm saying? Like real kind of barbaric or country, I'm not saying, like they're country men, you know what I'm saying? Real country men, a certain type of way. They're the ones with the rugged their social habitation is very different for real. Now, when they come out here usually they're looking for something happened and they're looking for something. If you see some of them that linger too much, they're making something happen a certain type of way. So the ones that linger too much, and that's not really, because you have some that come once in a while and just do it and they don't have to worry. But when you have the ones that want to linger and stay around too much, no, 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 no. They can't stay around too much. They could visit. I'm not saying that they can't visit. They're supposed to visit, but they just can't linger and hang around too much. Another person says, why you say that? Because a person is fresh in their life of certain things is like evident. Like me personally, it's just like if I own a business, you know, I do, depending on the type of business, because of the things that's going on with this this COVID, what situation is going on, is, you know, it's just like if I own a business for my safety, I could deliver. It's more for my safety. You know, a person that come in every day in their physics, habitation, and their emotions every day a certain type of way, that's something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know about what I'm speaking about, because when you have certain West Indian men, they come here and they're looking for something. It could be, you know, some people talk about family. As I told you, when the West Indian girls come here, they come here by themselves. They don't come here with people. You notice any girls from the West Indians or any girls from a third world country, when they come here by themselves. They don't usually come with people a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just be real. If you have a West Indian man that comes here, he's looking for something. It's like, you know, some people talk about families, but, you know, a person can't tell you why, what they're looking for, and whatever, what caused the situation, why not. And then a person wants to, you know what I'm saying? There's things that already happen in life. That's all I can tell you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just tell you just like this. When you see, like, India and them do something, nothing in India ever breaks down in social economics over here. You know, that shit goes right back home. Listen to what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a person, I'm not, you know, I don't like being outside all day. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't like being outside. I don't like hanging out. Sometimes when I come out, it's just for my social consciousness, for my equality, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really come out. I don't come outside. I don't really come outside for, you know, certain other things. When you have, I'm going to tell you, like, you know, the West Indian men from here are different from other West Indian men. Some of them, you know, speaking on like the West Indian on the western part, but then you have West Indians, like third world country West Indians. When they come here, that's something. When they come around, that's something different. That's for something else. When they come around, they come around for something else. You know, they're not people that's supposed to linger around like that. You might have some of them that you don't worry about, is already, it'll be evident and known why some of them a certain type of way and around, even from youthful, some of them, but they visit because usually a dude making moves and he's not gonna get too comfortable a certain type of place when you from, you know, like a West Indian man. New York is not the type of place for their existence a certain type of way with certain things, the feminine beings. But when you have like the men themselves, they're more comfortable with other type of living. A place like New York ain't really for them. A West Indian feminine being, she just come here to work. You know, West Indian girls, they work hard. They already work hard. They work hard in life. Some of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell you this because it's not all of them is the same. Like me personally, I like coolie girls. I like dark black girls. Or you just light skin, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I'm a type of person, I even like albino girls, but albino girls that I speak to, that I know are real pretty, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, albino, you know, you don't really question too much about albino people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, you know. Albino person has a wonderful background. They have a wonderful background, but, you know, albino people are like hoodish. How can I say this? You know, back in the days from what I remember, they used to be like hoodish, like how can I explain it that you know, what kind of example can I give you to tell you about it's more like it's more like how can I say this? Well, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this, their social habitation. But they cool. They cool. Real cool people. You wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how serious that's how serious you gotta take situations. This is another thing. GAbY, listen to this, right? GAbY, listen to this. When you have like, say a girl, imagine a girl that goes to is that's in like a gated community, and there's nothing but girls, like a gated community, but they go to school and college and stuff. Listen to this, all right? If you have one girl in a paradigm of time on a level that's different, even in their vibrational current, a certain type of way to their human condition. Some of them could be their social star charts are different depending on the points of enlightenment. So, say you, for instance, you have like somebody be on highest or highest, or somebody be on or highest, or say for the highest or quantum mega super astrological terrestrial and celestial, but say they like near super. A person says, oh, okay, their physics of their habitation could be a little bit different. You won't really know the difference. Some of them, depending on the reason of you won't really know the difference. But say, for instance, one of them is more developed a certain type of way, in a certain type of form I'm trying to explain to you. So say, for instance, she don't really want to do certain things, and then say somebody talks her into doing something she doesn't want to do, something a certain type of way. That means her development will be different at the time. That means if she's on a higher point of reality, it's going to make the uncomfort of the overall of like a social star chart a certain type of way. It's just like, say, for instance, I'm going to give you another example, something opposite, when I was speaking about other things. Like, say a person from the stomach of a social economic empress a certain type of way. Say they do some type of zodiac, or some type of next type of mythology or metaphysics. Their current is more like their hunger for life would be beyond dramatic a certain type of way. But you would wonder why the carelessness of one's consciousness is because the point of their existence and the way they operate even in social habitation. But say, for instance, you have like a chick, or say, for instance, she does some obesity type magic. That means if she's like an appetite, she's gonna be like, say I use China for instance. If it's like an appetite, the current of her point of enlightenment, it'll spread a certain type of way. And then China doesn't like stuff like that. I'm gonna be real. I'm the real China also, but my wife China, her situation is different because, I was smart in my physics and what I gave her and stuff. But say, for instance, like they do some obesity magic, it's more animalistic, so it's gonna develop a little different when it comes to one's social habitation and consciousness. Their ego and their egotistical would be a certain type of way when it comes to social habitation. Some are different also. Some are different from, you wouldn't believe, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't believe what a person does a certain type of way because this is an overall situation. So that just answered your question. You know what I'm saying? The overall situation could do certain things a certain type of way, and I've explained that. So a person has to be a little intellectual to know what I'm speaking about. But when you have different, what up, man? when you have different social habitation, their cellular structure is more manipulative than the physical reality. So it's gonna cause an imbalance even in one's human condition and habitation. When you see certain individuals that want to play an individual close and they just like being a certain type of way, it's because the vibration, but depending on depending on your social habitation of yourself. And then certain things can happen, so you got to be very careful, because if a person looking for something and they're already a certain type of way and they develop a certain type of way, that means other things are developing at different points a certain type of way, even to the reason of the social habitation also. So you got to know the difference of one's physical condition even when things are happening at a time, because you don't want to be overburdened with certain things a certain type of way when it comes to physics. Look at that, my scully was right there too. I left this. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So that is a little different. So you got to know how serious situations is, because say like for instance, like what I told you, those individuals that come here and their social economics, they're already looking for certain things. If you see their mentality stays a certain type of way and stays around, that means the natural conduct of certain things already developed. And then you already have another natural situation and the reason of some other things. And then also the reason, also overall of what I said, a certain type of ways. So them individuals are not supposed to be people that get too comfortable. They already know that, you know what I'm saying? Because they have to honor their reason of their own social habitation too. So when you see somebody doing something, it's like a power struggle with the overall. And then when that happens, it's because the stupidity of somebody else that's manipulating other forms of finances and revenues when it comes to their conduct. So that's what causes, other social star charts to even be a certain type of way. It's just like Ice Galaxy. They come here and then every day they come here and they find out their guts is outside and shit. They're gonna be tight. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas they're gonna want to know where is that, how long it's been doing certain little funny things and stuff. And then on top of it, they're gonna try to check their conduct. You know what I'm saying? And then you see the struggle within their overall, and that's something you don't get involved. You could, but don't get involved in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? But that's a person that's drawing in to one's social habitation, and you don't want the ignorance or the anticipation of a person's ego, overwhelming you when it comes to their social habitation, even if it's down to a lower point of existence. So another person be doing things natural with their situation different in their life, and then next they just want to get involved to cause certain type of reactions within the individual. And then another person, that's like a person, I wouldn't say stargazing a certain type of way, if you understand what everything I'm speaking about, and what I'm really saying. But that's like a certain type of situation. A person is looking for something. There's something that somebody knows, and they're pinpointing it and trying to even overthrow my concern to what's going on, and they're trying to manipulate a real point of high physics to do certain other things that they're not supposed to be doing a certain type of way, especially when it comes to your situation. Yeah, there's a reason why I tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm telling you is very important. And you don't want a person seeing certain things and then next causing other entrapment in other social habitations because they just want to know, or something that if it's not coming from me and me telling you certain things, then don't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the overall, but you shouldn't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell you that just don't get involved in those type of situations, and don't want to be with individuals that's already sending that type of mentality of you. It could be out there, whatever, because it's a couple ways a person could paint a picture and show you certain things, and then next thing and then they looking to do certain things. So you gotta be careful about that situation, especially when it comes to your social habitation. And I'm just telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And when A person, listen, it's just like what I told you about the West Indian man, a certain type of way. They don't linger a certain type of way because another person lives, they already have a certain type of social habitation that's precise. And then when they're doing certain things and they want certain things a certain type of way, don't get caught up in that ignorance because another person could be forceful because say an individual that because we're in a year in the element and then some situation they're not getting a receptiveness a certain type of way in their metaphysics or mythology. They could be forceful with that type of situation. That's why this is another version of what I was speaking about, even concerning the ice galaxy, when it comes to their anticipation of their mentality and their demoralizing at certain lower points of physical reality. So you got to be very careful because you have an individual, their conduct is supposed to be high of respiration and it's supposed to, you see just like in my background, high of respiration and supposed to be wonderful because I show you the purity. But another person, you know, they'll manipulate the physical reality and then they'll tell you one thing and then on top of it, they're just causing another type of situation because they want that current a certain type of way to do what they're doing, but they already have that current within their own social habitation at a certain point. So when it comes to a person saying, "Oh, I need that current," don't get involved in something like that because you have an individual already that's already that's trying to cause too much. It's just like knowing you can get something a fast way. It's like a cheat sheet. And you don't like a person that's serious in life don't like people lying to them. So, you know, even a person that honors themselves in life don't like people lying to them. A person that is upright in life don't like people lying to them. So this is why I'm telling you this. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know the difference of the physical reality even with certain individuals when they're doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because another person's social habitation could be manipulative to what they could do to somebody's humane condition of their own social economic comfortability at the time. Just because another person just wants to know a form of a point of what really matters to an individual. You understand what I'm saying? So a person could want to just when they doing certain things, and then you see a person says, "Nah, base yourself and then you walk around, don't care, snuggle, not don't get, but don't get involved in that type of situation." Because I'm gonna be real, once you get involved in that type of situation, is a person just trying to gain a point of control, and they're not at the point to know where to gain that point of control of their social economic habitation. A person says, "Why you said that even about certain individuals of the year of the element?" Because I'm a person, I'm serious with current myself. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm East Ming, also North Ming, also West Ming, also South Ming, and the overall. But I'm comfortable at the East because of certain things that happen already. And when I'm ready to move at another point where I don't have to worry about that ever in my life again, then I'll do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm comfortable because another person mentality is a little different. So the way they overall view what they want in a situation a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And another person ain't going to take advantage of me or my wife. So I know what I'm speaking about. Because that's why another person, so they like the development in the year of the element. You know what I'm saying? Because another person wants to be manipulative. They want to make their how can I say this, their lower grade form of humane condition, social habitation, vibrating throughout all existence a certain type of way without ever having to worry about certain things happening a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be another person that is just doing certain things, and you have individuals that's already elders, and also the crown that does certain things a certain type of way, and that's never gonna change no matter what social position. So another person can't do certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? So once you see a person trying to, they always extending their conscience or trying to get my wife to, no. Get that, that person is not, they're they're like a savage a certain type of way. That's when you got to look at their patterns of their humane condition of their existence or what's really going on, because you got to know a different before, beside different from a human being and a predicate. So it's one thing to do certain things that has to naturally be done, but it's another thing when other people too concerned about one thing all the time, and then you see it develops in a form where it causes something that should never happen a certain type of way, because there's a natural overall of a situation. There's another person doing something that doesn't care about the overall and wants to see another person that's, it's just like a teacher. A person says there's laws, a reason why things are done. So you have people that never break them laws because of their purity. And then you have a person that's mad because their impurity or certain things at a certain point, and then they want things to be done so it could be easy for them to do anything a certain type of way at a time. That means they didn't care about the honor, or they're supposed to care, but they didn't care about the honor or the respect of an individual a certain type of way through time. So you got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because a person will do that to you real quick. Once you develop a pattern of certain things, it happens a certain type of way sometimes. So you got to be careful. And then on top of it, it could have been what a person wanted, what they didn't want you to know a certain type of way, and what a person was thinking about other things that could have been happening already that nobody was speaking about. So you don't get involved in those type of situations, especially when it comes to one's social dignity, literally. You know what I'm saying? Think about what I'm telling you, for real. I don't want to say anything else, but I'm gonna be real. Far as other individuals, when a person, it's just like, listen, it's just like what I told you. Sometimes when you have certain men around it, they want to cause a situation to happen. So what's the easiest way to do that when you get a certain type of receptiveness, and you don't want a person that's living in the year of the element to be malicious with an individual's conduct a certain type of way. So you got to really think about what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So, be careful. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And then when you have people that makes you feel that, oh, this and the other, like how they try to demoralize, like something I spoke about already yesterday, what they did to Michael Jackson when they tried to demoralize him because, he made Thriller. So when they tried to demoralize him because his conduct, they didn't want a person that serious, so they can manipulate, joke around, and then something can happen, and it could seem like something else is going on, like when a person doesn't care about order, because order, a person in the order, even if it's shift, a person's going to still have a certain type of mentality. That means a person's demoralizing the overall because they just want a certain type of existence because of certain things going on, because they know a person's intellect, you don't want a person being pressured when it comes to their intellect a certain type of way, trying to get to know certain things that you shouldn't know. And then that's when, what I'm saying, it already be happening a certain type of way in a year in the element when it comes to other individuals that's like their backup getaway excuse and shit. Oh, I told you this and the other, and then when it happens, then they then side little talk, and then you cool with you on some Michael Jackson shit, and the next thing you know, what you say don't matter, and then things happen and shit. So you got to be careful with that. And then you do have individuals of social habitation that does have a rap sheet or historical events of themselves and things that they did. And then when you look at that pattern, some people say it was because I'm the only one this, yeah, word, oh, okay, then don't say nothing, because another person wants something else, what I already told you. So you should think about what I said. But I'm just being real with you, I'm just being real. It's just, don't get involved. And then when you have other people that's manipulative, that their anticipation, their ego of their lower habitation is a certain type of way, even when it comes to their ethics in life, then you don't want that type of social population that could occur in one's reality. So you got to be very careful and stuff. But it's just the truth. Take my word for what I told you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to, but from experience. For you could have an experience and know what I'm speaking about. But don't have the wrong experience, because what I did already covered, so you don't have to have that type of experience. It is the good guy version, the wonderful, the upright for the Empress can manifest one day version. That's me. The other version, that's money and time for nothing. Sometimes a person says one's honor of one's dignity. You can never break love. You can't break love. Even if a person tries, you can never really break love, because love was already an example for existence. Oh, and as I'm speaking, wonderful, 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 wonderful.
Remember that song? She blinded me with science.
And then other people, when a person anticipation of their low demoralization a certain way, other people don't like explaining themselves when it comes to other things. And then when it comes to a person trying to lower the reason of their crown, of their honor, then another person wants to know, a person get too cool on some Michael Jackson shit, something could happen, and the next another person is a place they're not supposed to be, and listen, everything I already told you should already made sense, but I'll just tell you this. You don't, a person, why they do that? Because when a girl's not supposed to be with a certain guy in the social media, I'm the soulmate girls from a certain level, and that's it. And when another man just wants to manipulate the physical reality, but is already causing the shock to the system, and then another person will never know the difference, because depending on the consciousness and the education at the time. And a person, I told you I'm the head of all social star charts. So when you have people that don't really care to know what's going on a certain type of way, that's already telling you that